Right, hi guys, we're still out with Essex Koi Keepers, and we've arrived now in Shoreham, and we're at Steve and Angies pond. And I'll just flick this round and let you have a look.
Where the big rock used to, with the original pond, a waterfall came out there, and that's why there's a, and that's where the filters were. Just a little box built.
And your boiler's at the back of that, isn't it?
Then the boiler's at that end.
Because you run over the boiler that the gas fitter used to love coming to service, because you used to have to lay on top of the filters and hate you dropping a bolt down or knock down the back of it.
Then that, when I upped the filters on the original pond, and that was part of the filters.
Right.
And I kept that as a weir chamber.
So is it heated?
I can heat it, yeah. Yeah, it's got its own gas boiler down there.
Yeah.
I used to keep it about 12 degrees. And it, about 4 years.
Did you cover it?
Oh yeah. That's what these ring bolts. There, I've got like a flattened polytunnel. But I was a welder.
Right.
So I made my own polytunnel, and it's got 4 bottom drains.
Wow.
I say it when you look through there.
Yeah.
You realise how deep it is when you see the rifles on down the bottom.
I was going to say, do you ever have to get in it?
I used to sit on the bottom of the diving gear.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to weight yourself down, wouldn't you? Yeah.
But no, I used to be a commercial diver at one time.
Right.
I used to just sit on the bottom of the pond with a bag of prawns feeding them.
But this is Steve Guy, the proud owner of the pond.
I don't know about proud.
Yeah, it's looking great. And how deep is this, Steve?
8'6".
8'6". How many gallons?
8,888 in the pond.
Absolutely brilliant.
3,640 in the filters.
And have you got a favourite fish, do you think?
Yeah, there's a goshki in there. Or, no, Goromo. But like this kahaku here, I brought 40 of them when I went to Japan. I went out there for a dozen for myself, and the club members, Worthing club members, said, "Oh, can you buy me one? Can you buy me one? Can you buy me 2?" But they're all like 40 quid each.
How many years ago we're going back?
5 years ago.
Oh, it's not that long again.
No. Well, that's my favourite. That one there. That was the wife's birthday present.
Beautiful. And how old were you saying was the pond was?
The pond was 25-year-old.
25. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Stephen.
God knows what that leather is.
Eh?
God knows what that leather is.
No?
Trying to, where it's got the well, join there. Oh, it's actually used fibres. Yeah, to hold it, to kind of leave it.
Oh, okay.
So, I couldn't see any point in trying to stick all the way around.
No.
They are. It's all very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a bum. Yeah. Fantastic. Look at this coming around. Absolute monster.
Well, when we did the big one, I kept the pond up in the garage, 8 foot square by 4 foot deep, temporary.
We've got a big old swimming pool.
No, I welded scaffolding cord up, and then that went to, I cut it and put joiners in it, and we had it as water storage at the show.
Do you have a digger?
Yeah, right.
All the time in the bin. The fish would eat the herring. The fish would eat the herring, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I think there's probably in land on there. Get down, slowing up.
And how long was it before you finished that one when you went?
It was there for about 3 years. For all the rock.
Oh, thank you, Robert. Missing out on their net, don't we?
But I was using a whacker in there, so I've almost got twice the amount of
That's the
spoil
thing,
in
isn't
it.
it? I remember that I did one with skips and you think, oh no, you need 3 skips.
Yeah.
And 6
Yeah.
skips.
It quadruples up when you take anything out. It quadruples.
Turn up. This morning, I didn't believe it. So I've got my money back from Amazon. Now I've got to send it back.
See, that's the weir chamber that's
So yesterday,
there now.
Yeah.
It was part of the filters.
Wow, look at the bum at the bottom.
Oh wow.
His wife. Is that your wife on the bottom?
No, it's one of the blokes that work for me.
Goodness me. You wouldn't have, if they weren't standing there, you wouldn't have realised how deep, how big that hole is, would you? Goodness
And
me.
that wasn't all the way down.
Wow.
and now we're going to
Yeah, because like you say, you've got all that concrete at the bottom.
hopefully Tuesday.
Did you have someone pump the concrete in?
The other bit,
Yeah.
the landlord will be in.
Hayden Star, I used to do a load of work for, so
It's who you know, isn't it?
4.5 hours.
I had to put a tent over it when I was building it,
Yeah.
and they came in on Saturday morning, had a pump out there. RMC, I used to do all their welding work, so the concrete came in for nothing. And the 2 boys from Hayden Star, I was told give them 50 quid each,
They'll be happy.
and they laid 28 metres.
Excellent.
Look at that. Look at how that steel work as well.
That was Steve's game, wasn't it? Still work. Just a bit.
Just a bit.
4 bottom drains.
And that there, that's 30-inch diameter,
Goodness me.
and that's where the pipework goes through to the filters.
30 inch. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, it's just like a conduit to take the pipes or.
Stainless steel, just on 1/4 inch thick, and I jacked it in there, but I had to pressure wash the clay out the flint, and then use a jackhammer to break the flint up to get it out.
What we do for a pond,
Very well documented, Steve, I must say.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But this is where I started putting the framework over, and then it was completely tented in, so we could do the brickwork.
Oh, what, for the winter? So you can,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
rain and whatever, yeah.
Yeah, this is the concrete
Wow.
pipe.
So good that you took all these photos as well. Without this, like, you could explain it, but you couldn't understand, could you, without these? It's fantastic. Oh, there's the concrete coming in. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Did you lay the blocks as well?
I had a bricky work for me, so he got who already sent up here for a week.
So you're doing a bit of welding, you've got a welder in there.
Yeah. That
Oh, I
was
see
weld-
what you mean, the steel's coming through the blocks, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Came up through the
Oh,
blocks
mate.
and ran round it as well.
Oh, that ain't going
If,
now.
if there's an earthquake, it'll just
Yeah.
tilt.
I bet
It's
these guys.
unbelievable, that picture there.
I bet these boys went, well, what's all this for then? You went, oh, I'm having a fish pot, I'm having a fish. I bet they couldn't believe the work involved. Yeah. Wow.
Look at that.
When you got it all, when you started to put all the brickwork in, all the block work, afterwards, did you look and think, oh, I wish I'd dug that out a bit bigger now? No. I did mine, I looked at it, it's a lot smaller than this. It nicks a lot of it, doesn't it? You
They
obviously
do say that
planned it
though,
very
don't they?
well.
Think of how big you want it and then dig it
Yeah.
twice the size.
Yeah.
Brilliantly planned, yeah.
Yeah.
I want it 15 foot square, so you dig it 30 foot square. And then say afterwards, we should dig another 15 foot.
I'm one of the ones, I'm not into putting the pond up there. So many people, I've got to have my pond right outside my back door.
Yeah.
That's not me. I like to come down to it and sit it. I converted that for my mum.
So what do you want this door?
The swing was up there, and she used to come out here, bring a coffee out here and sit there and you know, you just
Really nice. It's
pee
such a
in the
nice
rain
feature.
and just sit there in the rain. Just at the moment, that's full of koi food.
It's a koi pond, but it's a garden pond, well, if you know what I mean, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's feature and it looks like part of the garden rather than a rectangular koi pond.
So how many ton of food do you reckon they eat a year, Steve?
Well, the last time I went to Holland, I picked 2.5 ton of food up. Not just for mine, but it's like Anne's got some food up there if members want to buy it.
Oh yes, I bought some. We got
Yeah.
some. Yeah, we
And
got
it's
some. Yeah.
And it's only I'm not biased because I was in on the process of this being patented, this food.
Yeah.
The guy that sells it, he is a consultant paediatrician specialising in nutrition,
Uh-huh.
and him and his uncle started this food. Then his uncle died halfway through the patent, and so they had to reapply for the Dutch patent. But I think it's as good as, or better than any of these expensive foods. These have been, they spit other stuff out. They don't like it.
Is it a year-round food, Steve?
You know, you've got, I don't stock wheat germ,
Right.
but I put basic, you can feed all year round. Spring is spring autumn, and the reason it's got spring on it is Baz ordered 2 million spring bags and 2 million autumn bags. Well, they didn't do autumn. It should have been spring autumn,
Right.
but they put spring, and then they put autumn.
Yeah.
So they refunded him the autumn bags, and he's just left it as spring. So you've got summer. I don't use colour because there's spirulina in the food anyway, and I get fantastic growth.
Yeah.
Very little. When it was being tested in UK on British water, we were sending water samples to Holland every month, and waste from the filters. And some of the foods you get trailing waste from the fish. You don't get anything like that from this.
What size bags you said it is?
2 kilos. That's it's. He does do bigger bags,
Yeah.
but it's. I don't do it as a profit.
Yeah.
I go to Holland and get it.
Yeah.
I don't charge tunnel. I don't charge fuel. I just charge what I pay.
What colour do you want? Japanese.
Well, so I've been feeding mine the last couple of days on it, and they're lapping it up. Lapping it up. In fact, we've even got a goldfish in the pond.
Yeah.
He's always been a bit slow, you know.
You're Japanese.
We've put that in. He's the first one up for it now.
Yeah. I'll say these. I've got that. Is
Yeah.
6 bags fill that up, and that's about a week and 2 days.
Wow.
No, I'm done. You couldn't show me over at once, I'll just go up. Too much to take in, I'll just still taking this up.
This, hanging from the rope. Yeah, the ladder that goes into there, and you have where we drop to the base of the frame. But I've got that there. Return. My water bucket, which is empty. Without it, do it, so the water bucket actually coming in Monday.
You had that operational again. You had that operational again. With the water press stuff on top.
Water press bed comes back to bed.
Yeah.
Or the skimmer comes back that tight with the shoulder. The skimmer, I can change the valve and bash the water in the skimmer to wash the bottom of the tank.
Where does the skimmer pull to now?
So at the moment it's up there. But if I change the valve over, it comes in at 45 degrees, 4 foot down the pond, and washes the bottom of the pond into the bottom drains.
Plan everything like that. You have an advisor, is that was experience through the years and
Part of the business being covered.
yeah.
And, you know, I've shipped into water storage, ships, police helicopters, you name it. We used to do it. We used to do all plane crashes around here. I had the biggest high-ab in UK. I could pick 3.3 tonne up at 39 metres. You know,
You know.
I bought a lorry for £5,000 and paid 98,000 quid for the hire.
What is that, Steve? Explain it to me, I don't know what you
Lower mountain.
What one do you have?
High-ab is
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming now.
yeah.
Puma or
What
Japanese?
did you say you were doing?
Sorry?
You used to go
Puma or Japanese?
Oh, I didn't get that offer, did I? I don't know.
What one do you have? That's a Japanese one.
Yeah. What's the hot one? Is that a hot one?
No, neither of them are hot. No, you don't do that.
Right. Well, I'm going to end this video here because it's dinner time.
any of
Some fantastic fish, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. and this one will be loaded up.